Well, it's that time of the evening where we check in with the Money Desk. Devan Murugan here to bring us, I don't know if it's good news, but the latest GDP figures coming out tomorrow, Devan. And I'm not sure it's going to be good. It's not going to look like good news for us.
Yeah, it's the big R word, recession, that we might hear tomorrow. And that's not even considering the impact of the coronavirus. These dismal figures are related to our domestic issues. Now, a recession is defined by 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. And the economy, you'll see on that chart, shrunk by 0.6% between July and September last year. Some economists believe the October to December number, to be released by Stats SA tomorrow, will be negative as well. That means recession. Now, the country's electricity challenges, policy uncertainty, and the uncertain global environment are putting a damper on business confidence. Without good sentiment, investment is likely to stay weak and economic activity will remain low. By the way, the manufacturing sentiment, as seen by the ABSA PMI today, showing the weakest level since 2009. So not a great picture. And then comes the coronavirus. That's not helping. Some global institutions are now dropping their forecast for global growth due to the damaging economic impact of the coronavirus outbreak. A drop in consumer and business activity will see the global economy grow to 2.4%. The last time the OECD did a forecast, it was 2.9%. That's the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So it's just not locally. This international scene might hurt, Yuveka.
Okay, so later in the day, around midnight or so, we'll see some other numbers, and that will be the fuel price cuts that will actually come about. And a little bit of good news, something.
Yeah, no, it's good news for your pockets. There's a silver lining when it comes to the latest fuel prices. Lower global crude oil prices have capped the local petrol price. It's related to the coronavirus, with the oil price going down as a result of that. So let's take a look at the numbers very quickly, and you'll see from midnight tomorrow, the petrol price 19 cents per litre cheaper. Diesel will be down by 54 cents a litre. And further cuts expected on the paraffin front. It will go down by as much as 91 cents a litre on the retail front. LP gas will sink by 32 cents per kilogram. So some relief there. But here's the caveat, if you like. Come April the 1st, while motorists will get a price drop tomorrow, they will have to contend with fuel tax hikes in April. Now, as part of the budget speech we heard last week, Finance Minister Tito Mboweni announcing that fuel taxes will rise by 25 cents per litre come April the 1st. What does that mean? That means that come that date, 5 Rand 84 cents higher for petrol, and then diesel, you'll pay 5 Rand 70 cents more on April the 1st, irrespective of what happens with the Rand or the oil price. You'll still be paying that much higher due to those fuel taxes.
Okay, well, I'll cross that bridge or cry over it when I get there. But for tomorrow, from midnight, I'm so happy about the diesel price. I can't tell you. It's extra chocolate money for me. Now, on the local market, we seem to have broken out of that losing streak, not looking too bad.
Yeah, well, we're never going to reach the levels that we had 3 weeks ago. But the JSE closing firmly in the positive today, along with global markets. Remember, global stocks retreated to their lowest levels last week amid investor fears of the coronavirus spreading to other parts of the world. So there's the chart for today. Hopes are rising that central banks could introduce stimulus measures. What does that mean? They will simply cut interest rates to lessen the impact of the coronavirus outbreak on the global economy. That brought in some good news, and we saw some broad-based gains from miners to retailers. The all shares, I said, still got a long way to go before we hit 57,000 again, but 1.5% higher for the all shares, so that's some good news. And then if you look at miners in the next chart, some hefty gains for miners in the midst of all of this. Gold miners going up more than 2%, platinum miners up 3%. Good showing there. And then the oil price, some uptick this morning, reversing an earlier fall to multi-year lows again on that coronavirus fears. And there are also hopes that this oil cartel, OPEC, will start to cut output. That also has an effect on the oil price. So a little bit of a rise, and you can see $51.22 a barrel now for Brent crude oil. Let's take a look at what the Rand did. Now, this is really about 30 cents, or going towards 30 cents stronger from overnight levels. And again, the central banks of the world coming together, and there's hope that they might introduced some stimulus. That helped emerging market currencies across the board. The rand benefited as well, 15.57 to the US dollar, 17 rand 35 for a euro. And look how far away we are from 20 rand to the British pound. I mean, we were 20 rand just 3 or 4 hours ago. Right now, 19 rand 86 cents for sterling.